Okay, so here's a video that I made several years ago entitled Renegade Docent, How Swede It Is. A docent is a guide in a museum who guides the patrons to see works of art and explains them. Now, like I said, I made this a few years ago before I had a commitment to start a YouTube channel. I never posted it. I shared it with a few friends who said I should share it with other people. So now that I'm on YouTube, here goes. I hope you enjoy it. At the end of the video, I've included a link to an alternative ending I thought of using. Also, leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of the Renegade Docent, and hit the subscribe button to see future projects of mine. What to see, what to see. So little time, so much art. Renegade Docent here outside the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And it is a treasure trove of art throughout time and history. A virtual all-you-can-eat salad bar of art, where you can pick and choose from all the great art dishes ever made. A hunk of Rembrandt, a piece of Degas, a scoop of El Greco. But even though New York City is the art capital of the United States, there's a great deal of fine art treasures in the rest of the country. So I took to heart that expression, "Go West, young man," and fueled up the Renegade Docent 1 and headed for Minneapolis, Minnesota. A wondrous land that seems to rise out of the water like Botticelli's Venus on a half shell. Ah, Minnesota, the place you gotta go to. Land of lakes, malls, and Swede.
Swedish? We are also Swedish here.
Oh, sure, there's other things in Minnesota, like Paul Bunyan, the Pillsbury Doughboy, and boxes of Wheaties picturing athletes of dubious moral character. And what kind of people could live in an outdoor paradise, yet spend all their time indoors? Swedes. An ethnicity built on paradox and existentialism. Best summarized by this Swedish joke. Two existentialists go into a bar. One says, "Boy, it's great to get out of the heat." And the other one says, "Yeah, but here it's so dark and cold." Not very funny. Of course not. It's existential. What do you expect from a bunch of Swedes?
I am going to give you a few little pointers. Eat
So
meatballs
who are these enigmatic
and
Swedes?
lingonberries.
The people that have given us
Have a good day.
everything from the Nobel Prize, ABBA, IKEA with its signature meatballs, to Swedish fish. How do we find out? Renegade Docent, and do you know where I am? The American Swedish Institute in downtown Minneapolis. That's right. You know why? Because the Renegade Docent, he's part Swedish. And I'm going to use my DNA experience to show you what is the Swedish-American experience. Come on, follow me, follow me. We're in the American Swedish Institute, which is housed in what is formerly the Turnblad Mansion. Built not by John Waters' hairspray parents of Tracy Turnblad, but by Swan Turnblad, Swedish newspaper magnate and publisher of Svenska Amerikanska Posten. The mansion, constructed in 1908, is elegantly appointed with very nice furniture indeed. For instance, here is an antique clock, a sprawling dining room table, and an ornate ceramic mantelpiece. But where's the art? There's some bookcases, dresses, a stamp collection, and a statue of three girls in a circle. So, there was no great art there. And I have to tell you something, I was feeling a little let down. Till I realized it was not about the art, it was about being Swedish. The art of being a Swede. Which means, maybe being a Swede is an art form. And if that's the case, well then, yours truly, Renegade Docent, is a masterpiece. So, the next time you're at the Met, wandering the exhibits, don't be surprised at what you see.